Welcome Street Rats to Night City. I'm the one and only Moxie 11, bringing you slightly biased news footage from the fourth wall. Deeps, Checkers and Rex return to the Yamashita house and, thanks to the smog, the Galena is still there with everything inside. Checkers and Deeps take the Galena south where Deeps does surveillance on the nail salon, finding a few cameras and notes, though it's still too early for him to enter the net. The two spend the next couple of hours walking around the marina waiting for the salon to close. And once it's done and there's fewer people around, Deeps hops into the net architecture with Checkers on lookout. Inside, he destroys the ice, looks through the cameras, noticing a room that I had not seen, and grabs the data file he needed. A short and easy run compared to what normally happens. Afterwards, Deeps and Checkers return home where Deeps tries to look through the file, but can't get the information he needs in the search. Meanwhile, I have a conversation with Wraith and Cammy about knowing what it feels like to be left alone when everyone you love dies. I assure them that I will do everything I can to come home, but I can't do that if they are still in danger, hoping they'll take this to heart during the mission. I also tell Wraith that I read his letter, and if he sabotages the mission, he's not only risking his life, but mine as well. We also end up talking about Wraith needing to mend bridges, and that he cannot be on this job if he doesn't fix things with Colt. And on the topic of him being more mobile, I get Rex to find me a Cyberchan loan, so Wraith can move at a reasonable pace. I'm not entirely convinced he's going to mend bridges, or be helpful, or even be allowed on this mission. I guess we'll see. The following day, Wraith rents a car, gets trauma team insurance, and starts heading out to our mission location. For what? Who knows? I do know I asked if he was headed out of town, and he told me no. While he's making his way out of Night City, I visit Rex to pay rent, pick up the chair, trade some ammo, and sell a gun, so I have a few eddies to my name. While at his place, Deep shows up for some items he needs, then asks me to look at the file. At his place it takes a bit, but I finally learn that this is the file he needed to obtain from the nail salon. I commend him for grabbing it and take a moment to rifle through the documents, learning that the deliveries are made by Miss Sparkle. Reaching it to my contacts, I learn that Miss Sparkle is a single person, and so going in as a delivery is unlikely to work out. Instead, I offer that Deeps goes in with Wraith under the guise of Neocorp for net security, giving out free consultations on their architecture and an estimate for work they could do to improve it. Deeps thinks this is a solid plan, but he shouldn't be the one talking. Which I agree is why we need Wraith, texting him to see if he can meet with us tonight, as we'll need him for the mission on Tuesday. He says no, but he can be there tomorrow. Despite my text, he tells me tomorrow he'll be back. Yet when I relay this to Deeps, he texts Wraith, and Wraith responds that he'll head home right away. To watch the story unfold live, tune into Saves for Death every Saturday at 10 PM Eastern at twitch.tv/savesfordeath. If you can't watch live, be sure to subscribe to the channel on YouTube so you can watch it as soon as the recording is released. Or you can download it as a podcast. Stay safe, Cyberpunks. This has been your Night City Recap with Moxie 11.